Greetings, prospectors. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. Let me make sure I'm centered correctly. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. It's me, Matt. I'm the community manager here at Payload Studios, and I work on a lovely game called, TerraTech. Yeah, and every Wednesday at 4 PM UK time, we jump on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Steam, and we just live stream. It's a good chance for us to have a good kind of Q&A, sort of real-time conversations with our community and our players, see what we're up to, and generally just have a good time. So yeah, welcome along. Let me know how you're getting on in chat, if there is anybody there. If there isn't anybody there, that's a weird paradox. That's hurting my head, so I won't worry about that. So today we're going to be streaming the Great Ball Contraption version 2.0. So this is a challenge that we've set for the community on our Discord channel, on our Discord server, to basically build a contraption that basically moves a repair bubble around different contraptions, different sort of systems, different techs, in the most fun and interesting way possible. So we kicked it off last week. We've already had a load of submissions, so we kicked off the challenge last week. I've already tried to start to piece them together. During the week off stream, I've worked on it a little bit more, and I've improved it, and I think it's looking pretty good at the minute. I'm really happy with how it's turning out. So I'll show everybody where we're up to with that in a moment. But first, let's talk about some news. Not a huge amount of news to report, to be honest. We've done, we had an update. We had the multiplayer update came out last week now, but we've since had a stream since then, so there's not really news at this point. Let me talk about, what else can we talk about? There is also a console update that we're working on. So yeah, that's in the final stages of being QA'd. We actually released a vlog, which is a video blog, yesterday, which is explaining a little bit more about where we're up to with the console update. Yeah, so that's, I mean, honestly, it's been a slow week. This usually happens after every update, is that unless there's a major issue. Oh, this isn't actually. No, this is that perfectly segues nicely into my next point. So we are aware of an issue some players may be having where their game saves appear empty on their sort of loading the game save list. So we're aware of the issue. Django has had a fix put in, but that won't make it into the next update. So the upshot of all this is that we are aware of the issue, and we will have it fixed in a coming update. There is a workaround. Let me try and figure out what that workaround is. 1 second. Here we go. So the workaround is if you create a new game save and adding a custom name to it fixes the issue. Okay, fine. So basically the problem appears to be with it only happens if the game saves, if the saves view fails to update the scroll bar. Which can happen if you don't have enough game saves in there. So apparently by going in and editing the save game name, like actually manually changing the save game name, it will fix the issue. it just sort of re-prompts the game to repopulate your save game list. So yeah, so that's the sort of workaround for now. We will have a fix for that in the next update. So yeah, thanks for your patience with that. I apologise profusely that seemed to have crept in, but that's one of those. It's one of those things that it's QA would never in a million years have picked this up. It's just one of those bugs that sort of falls through the cracks a little bit. Anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the news side of things from us. We're working diligently on the next update for Steam. So I mentioned it in the vlog post we put out yesterday on YouTube that we're working on. It's the next update. It's going to be the community update. We're calling it. Basically because we've taken a load of community feedback from our Discord server and basically just worked on it. So loads of bug fixes and quality of life improvements. So yeah, watch this space for more info on that. I couldn't give too much detail away on exactly what's going to go into it because it's still very early days, but hopefully we'll have some more info, more cool things to share on that shortly. So yeah, cool, watch this space. Right, let's get into it then, shall we? So let's just jump into the game. So we're going to jump into TerraTech, here it is, and here is the Great Ball Contraption as it stands. So, I need to give credit where credit is due because there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are currently 4 texts that have been submitted that I've used. So I need to attribute to the correct things. Words, Matt. Come on, use words. Let me find the challenge. Here it is. Official challenges. Great Ball Contraption submissions. So the first one is this weird. This first one that you can see is this one here. This is the. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's not that one. 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 Okay, fine. Do you know what? This first one may have been from GKJ. Yeah, I think it is. So GKJ is a Chinese TerraTech player. They basically act as a community manager effectively for the Chinese players, and they sort of collate and collect a lot of the really cool Chinese builds that our Chinese players have been building, and this is the first one. So GKJ submitted this one. The next one is this little mover along the thing here, which was submitted by. Let me pull it up. This was done by. Ski the Ski on our Discord server. That's their name, Ski the Ski. This is just called. I don't have a name for it, but it just moves the balls along. This next one is my one, as I'm sure you can all tell. This next one, I really like this next one. I like all of them. They're all amazingly cool and hilariously good fun. But this next one was by. Let me find it. There we go. So this one was Tetros. This next one was from Tetros. It uses some magnets to swing it around. And this final one, it was done by Jonah. So we've got Jonah, Tetros, whoever did this one, I can't remember their name already. But yeah, shout out to everyone who has submitted something already. This is really, really fun. I've honestly had this has been so much fun. This is like the best Lego ever. This is so cool. So I guess without further ado, let's just kick it off and just see what happens, shall we? So yeah, bearing in mind I've done all this on my own, so things may break. It may not go to plan, but we can fix it. So let's just hit this. I'm going to go into photo mode so we can follow along. But basically, I showed this one off last week, so this shouldn't be new to anybody. But this is like a bit of a ball run, marble run type thing. Very rarely do all 6 of these balls make it down to the end of this first section. So it'll be a miracle if they do. As you can see, they kind of get bumped up, and thrown around a bit as it comes down the this little gauntlet bit. But so far, so good. We have all 6 repair bubbles. Oh, nearly lost one then. Have made it down, and then we're going to come into this little firing chamber that get pummeled against this panel, which is a nice way to move them along. Okay, fine. All 3 are there. That's good. Have we lost any yet? Have we lost any? We may not have lost any. There's another one. Is that all 6? No way. That's a miracle. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have all 6. Okay, so we're moving on to the next part. So this is where the this. Oh, okay. This is a slight design flaw with this one, but they should now move along. I also need to add a wall on the other side of this so they don't fall off the other side. But as you can see, they all move along nicely. And then I've added this little pusher to push them onto the elevator. Come on. Oh no, this one somehow got stuck. This never happened in my practice runs. They never got stuck. Anyway. Beautiful. Right. Okay, we're all in. We're all in, almost. And then we're all going up the escalator, elevator, escalator, whatever it's called. All the way up. One at a time. Have I missed one? Okay, here's one at the top. Okay, here's one that's got all the way to the top. It's going to fall into this little bucket. And then after a few seconds of waiting, just wait. Be patient. Oh no, I know what I need to do. Oh no, there you go, it's done. So it's going to be grabbed by some magnets. It's going to be pulled along a magnet conveyor belt. Just like magic, it's going to then get dumped down here into this little tube. It's going to plop out onto this little bucket. And then in here, let's have a look in the side view. I'm going to get... Oh, I've not done this right. I need to work on this. This needs to be worked on. This is what I needed to do. This is what I needed to do. So, let's reload. I'm going to reload. And I'm going to replace this with a different one. I want to be local, yeah. So let's just switch them out. So I think I've updated the... 1 second, everybody. So these were just from left over from testing. So I'm going to shift this back over here. So this should now work better in sync with the wireless signals. If it doesn't, that'll be what I'll be working on today to try and get it all nice and synced up again. Because as you can see, the pushers and the pullers, the pushers and the elevator things were a bit out of sync, so they weren't quite going where they needed to be. So hopefully, if I press the button now, it should work nicely. Okay, that doesn't look like it's going to work very well. No, that isn't going to work well at all. Huh. Anyway, we'll come back to that. I can fix that, I think. Anyway, let's look at this. So we've seen this. Let's try and fix this. Let's try and fix this next part of the marble. People are calling it a marble run. It's not a marble run, but it kind of is, I suppose. I'm going to reload the R&D test lab, and I'm going to load in this last tech on its own, and I'm going to try and figure out what's going on with it. So let's load her in. I'm going to load in my controller as well, because this is what it uses to... it uses the wireless signal for that. So let's turn this on. Basically, you just need to figure out what signal is being sent to which actuator, and then I can make it work from there. Okay, so as you can see, so to give you a quick rundown, this is my little control panel. So this sends out a wireless signal with certain delays to certain channels. So I set an initial delay, which is it's not delay. I've set the signal strength, signal duration with these first two blocks, and then it sends it on a loop around these delayers, and then it sends a signal using the 0 channel, and then a slight delay into the first channel, and then an even further delay into the third channel, and then a slightly bigger delay into the second channel. So that just basically means that I can set, it helps me with my escalator one, because it meant that I could stagger how each pusher and elevator works. Now this should be using the same signals. However, as you can see, the one that goes up is completely out of sync with the one above it. So I need to dig into exactly what signal that is on and see what I can do to try and fix it. So let's just rip this one apart a bit. I apologise, don't worry, I will fix this again later. So let's find where this ground one signal is coming from. Whoops. Okay, so it looks like it uses, it's going to share a signal with the one above it. Yeah, okay, so this pusher upper and this pusher upper are on the same signal. So what I need to do is set this one to a certain signal so it doesn't, so it syncs up with the one above it, which that works. Yep, that works. Okay, fine. And then what I can do now is add a delay onto here. Like so. I'm going to add a slightly longer delay just so it hopefully now. Okay. So it needs to be slightly more delayed, so I'm going to add another few bits onto that. Does that look right? Okay, so it gets pushed onto there, that's going to get pushed up. So now this top one just needs, the signal needs to be changed on this. So let's just drop this down to channel 2. No, that isn't going to work. Actually, this might not need this delay. I added a delay on that just to see if what will happen. But it might not need it anymore. Be back on channel 3. That might work. I feel like this should work. So let's just recap. So that bottom one is going to push it up. That's going to push it across. That's going to push it up. That's going to push it across. That's going to push it up. That's going to push it across. Fine. I feel good about this. Let's build this back together again. And then we can load it back into the Great Ball contraption again. Beautiful. That's what we want. Lovely. Okay, that looks fine. So let's take a snapshot. Let's save it. Let's overwrite that. Let's load back into the Great Wall contraption, and we'll see how we go on. Apologies if I feel like I'm ignoring chat. There's obviously a lot going on in my head, so I need to make sure I'm getting that right. Okay, so let's load this one back in. Let's plop them over here. Switch over to it. Let's get rid of you. Don't need you anymore. Let's get rid of all you. Don't need you anymore. Okay, so make sure I'm getting it under the dropper. We're beautiful. We are beautiful, everybody. Right. So now, let me just put this to the test. So, photo mode. So these should now be rolling down, which they are. So we still have all 6. That is a good sign. Now I'm going to work their way down. The little gauntlet, the marble run gauntlet. We still have all 6. This is a good start. So you're in a little firing chamber. Now watch, as it may end up firing through the little panel thing. If it does, that'll be a shame. Oh, nearly. So that's 2 that we've made it. Nice. This guy here, I think, is just stuck. I've had this before where it just won't come unstuck. So we'll have to leave him for now. And this guy just gets shot through the panel. Brilliant. So we're down 2, but 2 have got through. So this guy is now rolling through onto the... What do we call this? Can someone give this a name? It needs a name. So far we've got the marble run. This second piece needs a name. Oh, we've got 4. We've got 4 balls and making their way through. This is a good run. So you're going to land on there. You're going to get pushed over. Very nicely. Thank you very much. Oh, nearly. And you're going to land there as well. Beautiful. You're also going to follow. So this one is going up the ladder. Not the ladder, you know what I mean, escalators. And it's going to get pushed back into this bucket. Yeah. So now in the bucket, and then... Oh, I love this bit. Oh, it gets pulled in by the magnet. It's going to get pulled along around here. Through the little hole. This might be the first time it's worked in its entirety, so fingers crossed for me, everybody. Up there. Yes, yes. 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 Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so pretty. And then it pops out the end. Oh, oh I love it. This is honestly so much fun. I'm having such a good time. I honestly can't believe that this is my job. Right, so we've proven that we can make it work once they all get through. Another one's coming in there. Oh, yeah, it's going to land on here. And it's going to drop off the end. Oh, I'm so happy. Honestly, this makes me so happy. Right. I didn't save it, did I? That's annoying. Let's load this in anyway, and I will save it with the correct text. So let's. Sorry about this, everybody. I'm basically having to redo what I've just done because I forgot to save. Oops. Shouldn't take too long. I bet someone can make a computer with this game. Yeah, in theory, I think you can. I think you can because it's got logic and effectively got like electronics and stuff like that. You can make a computer. I don't know how happy it would make your computer if you made a computer within it, but that's just something we'll have to experiment with. Super duper. Okay, so now I'm going to save. Firstly, save it. Done. And then I'm going to add a new unit to the Great Ball contraption. So we've used that one. Arch the Toaster's got one. So let's use Arch the Toasters. Let's load her in. Okay. Actually, how about this? How about we restart R&D labs? I'm going to see how this one works on its own, so we don't break everything else, and then we'll load it in once I've figured it all out. Because I haven't seen this one yet. This is fresh eyes. Oh, don't run that one. We want this one. Just going to check that there's no instructions with this one. I mean, I say it looks pretty self-explanatory. I was going to say it looks pretty self-explanatory, but it definitely isn't. Let's take a look. My submission for the Great Ball Contraption version 2.0 challenge, just make sure all the anchors are anchored before pressing X. Also, once you do press X, make sure to remove the random parts left over from that before loading in any repair bubbles. Okay, fine. So there's a bit of prep work required for this, but that's fine. So let's hit X. Okay. What is happening? What is happening? Okay, so as far as I can see, we have what looks like a crane type thing with a magnet on the end of it. I have no idea how this thing works. Absolutely no clue. I'm assuming it's all just witchcraft. So it looks like it should pick them up. It should be able to pick them up from the ground, swing them around here, and then drop them into this hopper thing. But that doesn't seem to be working at the minute. We may need to revisit this one. What is that? Yeah, I'm not... This is called... What is it called? Is there a limit? And this was submitted by Arch the Toaster. Arch the Toaster, if you're in chat, please explain how I work this thing. I'm worried that I've done something wrong. I don't think I've done something wrong. Although there's a lot of parts that are on the floor. Let's restart and just see what we think is meant to happen. We can try again. So let's go into Steam Workshop. Let's deploy this. Let's go to Build Beam just so I can. Okay, so this looks like the hopper where the blocks should be going into. So let's anchor it. Maybe I wasn't anchored properly. That's probably it. I wasn't anchored properly. Yeah, that was exactly it. Oh wow. Oh wow. Go back again. Oh wow. Okay. This thing is crazy. Up we go, up we go, come on, up we go, up we go. Oh, why aren't you going all the way up? Okay, so I get a better understanding of what it's trying to achieve. So it's trying to pick up the balls that are in this hopper thing here, and it's using very, very fancy mechanics to pick the balls up and lift them. Like that. That's what I think it was missing. I think it was missing the anti-grav. So now the anti-grav's fully charged, and it will drop them into here. Fine. This is crazy. Honestly, this thing is crazy. Right. I have a better idea. Let's restart R&D Labs. I'll try it again when it's fully charged, and we can see how we get on. Oh my gosh, I was worried there. Yeah, this is so creative. Decode Josh on YouTube says this is so creative. Yeah, I don't know how people's brains work with this sort of stuff, honestly. Let's get it charged up a bit. We'll leave it a minute just to get those anti-gravs. Okay, so the anti-gravs are on. That's good. I don't think in R&D... we do have power up instantly. Let's just apply that. We'll give it a second to fully charge. Well, at least somewhat charged. Maybe not fully charged. But it will charge as it goes along as well, obviously, because it is grounded. Or it is, you know what I mean, it's anchored. That should be long enough. We're anchored. Yes, we are anchored. Let's hit X and see what happens. Oh. Fully extended. And it's going to drop it into there. Come on, turn off, turn off, turn off. Oh my lord. And it's going to swing back round. This thing is phenomenal. This thing is amazing. I can't wait to get. Let's get this. Now that I figured it out, I think we can get this into the R&D. Yeah, into the Great Ball Contraption. So let's load it in, and and see what I can do. Oh my goodness! Right. So here we go. This thing. Oh my god. Right. Build beam. But rather fitting music as well. Right, so that nicely, these two hoppers should, the dispenser and the hopper here should line up quite nicely. Alright, let's try this one. No. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Is that nice? That looks good, that looks good. Let's anchor it. Oh no, I need to move it forward a smidge. Right, so they should drop into there. Right, let's leave that to charge up. I'm going to hit X, and then I'm going to activate everything else. Oh my god. If this works, which I can't see why it wouldn't, I'll be astounded. Okay, that should be long enough, I hope. Maybe give it a bit longer. I don't want to be too preemptive. Give me a glow, give me a glow. Actually, let's do this. Let's go options. And let's save it, everybody. Let's save it before we break anything. Okay, fine. Right, let's hit X, see what happens. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, I know I took a bit off. I took a bit off by accident. Excuse me. I appear to have acquired a cough. Doesn't look like it needed that landing gear that I accidentally got rid of. Just trying to clear up down here. Get rid of all these loose blocks. And any that have accumulated in here. Oh. Right, this looks like it's working. So let's just see what happens. I don't know. I don't know anymore. And actually, my frame rate not doing too bad. I was expecting my frame rate to be absolutely demolished, but so far so good. Okay, so they're in the marble race, and I'm going to come down the little gauntlet-y bit. Hopefully none of them get thrown out or stuck. So far so good. To be honest, at least one of them gets through. I don't mind. Okay, one of them is through. That's good. And you're going to go through into the launcher. Oh, that was lucky. I thought it had flown right out then. Do I try again? Try again? Yeah, beautiful. Right, that's another one out. One of them's fallen off already. We'll leave that one there. This guy... Okay, let's just focus on this one. Move along nicely, slow and steady, I like it. Yeah, okay, we're there. You're then going to get pushed through. You're going to go down the ramp, please, thank you. Onto there. There's another one coming up the rear. There's two on the way, beautiful, right. So you're going to go up the escalators. all the way to the top. It's going to get pushed into the bucket. Bucket's then going to zap it up. 3, 2, 1. Zap. It's going to get carried through using fancy pants magnets down the dropper into this thing, so we can see on the side. And it goes up, out, up, out, up. Oh no! Oh no! That shouldn't have happened. That's frustrating. Oh no! Terrible. Okay, we seem to have a problem. This magnet is picking them up and not letting them fall. Oh no, this could be a problem. Come on. No! Oh. Oh, quickly, quickly, quickly. No! Stop it! Need to put a roof on this thing, try and keep them in. Right, go push, 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 push. Yeah! Ah! How do I stop that magnet from picking them up? How can I? Was the first time we did it, was that just a pure fluke? What can we do? Cover the pushes, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Needs to put some sort of roof above it, aren't I? Okay, fine. Let's load it in again while it's not running, and we'll see what we can do about fixing that. Man, we must have just got really lucky the last time. Okay, so we need a roof across here. So I'm going to get rid of these. We don't need those on there. And it's going to expose some attach points. I'm going to go into my trusty GSO parts. I'm going to put you there, one there, one there, one there. What about these ones? That should do it. Now we just need to try and figure out a way to stop it from coming down here. Unfortunately, I'm not sure there is a way. do this. That looks about right. That should work. Let's get that back on there. Let's suck all these bits up. Re-anchor it. Now, this magnet's still probably going to interfere with them, but at least they won't get absolutely dragged off the whole system. So that should work. Right, now let's activate this. Skadoosh. Get rid of all this. Let's just clear all these bits out as well. Oh, I need to put a cab on this thing. This is annoying me. No, stop ripping it apart. Oh my god. I better tidy up, and then we can see how we get on. Remember, guys and girls, a tidy house is a happy house, I think. Right. Let's press the button. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Okay, fine, right. The balls are on their way. The balls are off. If they can get through the marble run, they deserve to make it through to the end. Okay, fine. So far so good. Okay, you're out. You're out. Although you're going to get picked up by that. That's amazing. So the other one just managed to skip the whole thing, but we want to make sure that the whole system works. These guys are already through. Beautiful. All the way down. Oh, landing perfectly onto the scuttler. I might call it the scuttler. Although, yeah, that's it. Well done. Yeah. This thing's really clever. It's so simple, but really effective. I love it. Right, you're through. You're going to land there. You're going to get pushed through. So now you're all on the way up. Beautiful. Whew. What time is it? Oh wow. It's already nearly 10 to. And then you're going to land into the hole, into the bucket, and the magnets are going to suck you up. Drop you onto here. Oh, it works. It works. And then it's going to land through to here. It's going to get sucked up by these magnets now. Didn't even need to get in the hopper. And this thing's going to suck these up as well. Whoa. Carry them through to here. Come on, drop, drop, drop. Oh my goodness. And then out they go. Oh my god. This thing is amazing. This is so much fun. So much fun. Right. God. Let's reload it. Oh, I don't think I saved it before the last time. What did I do to change it? Did I change anything? I did, didn't I? I changed this. I added some, Oh. Right, got to remember to save it, everybody. Never mind. At least I know what to do now. And then for this one, what did we do? We removed this pane. Three of those. One there and one there. Pop you back on there. Pop you back on there. Beautiful. Right, let's get rid of all this garbage. Okay, fine. So that seemed to fix the problem that we had with the last one. I am now going to save. That's been updated. I'm then going to hit X on this, so this thing kicks itself off. Gonna do a bit of cleanup around here. Let's pop a cab back on here. I'm basically trying to clear as much clutter as I can, because otherwise they'll get in the way and potentially malfunction the whole system. Okay, that looks about right. Right, let's save this then. Let's save this. And we know, we can safely assume that this is going to work. We can safely assume that this will work, because we've seen it work. So now we're going to load one more in. We've done that one. Let's do this one. Angry GBC. That doesn't sound very good. Right, that's loaded. Let's save it again just to be on the safe side. I'm now going to load in this next one in a fresh R&D labs, just so we can be double sure, or just so I can make sure that I know it's working. Let's load it in. Okay. Oh dear. Let me read the instructions. In its quest to extract all anger from the universe, Angry Society has discovered a new and more diabolical source of anger, attempting to move a sphere. How to operate. Find the Angry Connector at the top of Angry Hill. You'll need to sign the Angry contract in order to allow him to begin mining operations. Happily, this signature is accepted in the form of the press of a button located on the eastern side of the contractor's Angry house, as well as the press of the X key on your keyboard. Don't forget, you're forced to destabilize the local government in order to allow for the creation of this contract in the first place. Signing may result in the beginning of the 417th Angry Civil War. Excellent bit of flavor text to your tech, which I wholly appreciate. Let me read it. Find the Angry Contractor on the top of Angry Hill. This looks like Angry Hill. Where's the Angry Contractor? There's a plane. Everybody, there's a plane. I hope that thing spins around. So let's go into Build Beam and I can have a look around. So, you look important. No. You look like a crane operator. Find the Angry Contractor at the top of Angry Hill. You will need to sign the Angry Contract in order to allow him to begin mining operations. Happily, this signature accepted in the form of a press. Eastern side of the contractor's Angry house. Can someone tell me how I start this thing? It looks phenomenal. So that's where the balls go in. That might just be high enough actually for the existing great ball contraption. But where do they come out? This thing is fascinating. Oh, I can see. So they're going to come up here. Right, let's go into anchor. Let's anchor. I'm going to hit X because I feel like, yeah, okay. There's a flying. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. Right, where's the button then? They said there's a button somewhere. Well, that's a toggle. I'm not sure what that toggle does. Basically, I'm looking for a button to press. Oh, where is the button? Aha, here it is. That didn't do anything. Oh, it did. Wow. Oh my. Right, so let's. Oh, I'm absolutely flabbergasted. I am aghast of flabber. I'm going to try and load in. I don't think we're going to have time to get this thing fully working because we're coming to the end of the stream. But let me just pop a thing in here and just see what happens. Because this thing is amazing. Right, so it comes down the chute. Lovely roll all the way down. Some actuating ramps. It's going to push it through nicely. Through there nicely, beautiful. I'm basically coming up these stairs or escalators almost. Similar concept to what we've already seen. This thing is ridiculous already. I feel this thing. Oh, okay, so we're going all the way up to the top. Oh wow. I mean, this thing, I feel like this thing is its own great ball contraption. So we're at the top it. Okay. So that's it then. So that's the great ball contraption part of this great ball contraption, and I love it. And then all of this is just absolutely ridiculous flavorness. So you got these two guys having a fireworks fight that are dodging each other's fireworks. You've got body parts strewn all over the place. Not quite sure what's going on here. You've got a truck that is trying to move forward but can't. Because there's a red light. It's got to wait for a green light. Green light, go, 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 go. Oh, red light. No, you got to go back, go back. And then in here, there's just a fella reading in a newspaper on the toilet. Is he? I'm assuming he's on the toilet. They usually are. And then through here, this is the inner workings of the whole thing. Oh, so there's another great ball contraption. Wow. So I went down this way. There's a whole other one here. Let's just do this one quickly. Let's see if I can actually drop a ball into that below. This is the hardest part of this whole thing, is trying to get the balls to where they need to be. Nope. Maybe if I zoom in a bit, maybe there. Yeah, there we go, right. There's a whole other part to this thing then. Come on. Oh, that's annoying. It's sort of stuck. Either way, she's going to chuck them into there, isn't it? That's all I can see this thing is doing. Is that right? And down here we've got a minecart thing that's being pushed along. This is amazing. But unfortunately we have run out of time for this stream. Good as that flew by quickly. That was amazing. Right. That was so much fun. Apologies I wasn't doing much talking because I was so focused on the great ball contraption. Amazing work to everybody so far. This thing is phenomenal. I'm having a great time. That's going to do it for this week's stream, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Apologies I didn't get around to any questions. I can answer them now quickly. Luke the Wise says we've all been waiting for update on the PlayStation version. Yeah, so I covered this at the start of the stream. We are working on the next console update. It's being in the final stages of sort of being like QA'd. Our QA team are having a final stab at it. So we are a matter of weeks away from the next console update. So yeah, watch this space on that one. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by. I had a great time. Yeah, tune in next week. I can't quite remember what we're doing next week. Let me check. Stream schedule. Okay, we're going to do part 3 of the Great Ball Contraption. Hopefully we can finish the Great Ball Contraption next week. So yeah, tune in for more of that. How could I join the Discord server? I can send you a link now. 1 second. There is a link to our Discord server, so go ahead and join that if that's what you want to do. Yeah, it'd be great to have you. Cool. All right. Well, yeah. Tune in next week for more Great Ball Contraption, and until next time, we'll see you later.